Hello students, there is a new chapter which is called operating costing. Operating costing, the meaning and concept of operating costing. The cost accounting has been traditionally associated with manufacturing companies. However, it has been increasingly applied in service industries. It simply highlights that the operating costing is used in those industries, in those organizations which provide us service. Okay, if they are providing us any intangible service, for the computation of the costing, we have to apply the method of operating costing. Examples are bank, insurance companies, hospitals, railways, hotels, restaurants, electricity generating companies, canteens, road lightening, electricity generating companies, and several other service organizations. Well, so the simple meaning of operating costing is dealing with the service industries. Whenever we have to estimate the cost, we have to determine the various cost sheets we have to apply, then the method would be the operating costing. Well, there are several methods of operating costing. The popular one and which we have to study is, let us take the hotel and canteens operating costing. Well students, in hotels and canteens the method operating costing is used. It is necessary to compute the cost in both the cases to find out the profit and loss at the end of a particular period. Here the objective is to get the financially status of the company, to get the profit and loss status of the company. Well, in the case of hotels and canteens, we apply this method. Secondly, students, the cost unit may be number of meals, okay? Number of meals according to the customers served or any other dish offered to the customers. Here, the units is measured in the number of meals served, or in the case of hotels, per room rented. Okay, so for these two units we have to use the operating costing method. Now let us do a numerical and get the concept clear. A lodging home is being run with 50 single rooms. The home offers concessional rates during 6 off-season months in a year. Okay, so there is a lodging room. So here we have to apply the hotel operating costing, where we have 50 single rooms, and here it is also showing that the 6 months are off-season months in a year. During this period, half of the full room rent is charged. Okay, so simply in this half of the full room rent is charged in the off-season period. The management profit margin is targeted as 20% of the room rent. Okay, so the room rent and the 20% is the profit margin for the management. The following are the cost estimates and other details for the year ending on 31st March 2019. Assume a month to be of 30 days. Okay, so standard will be taken as the 30 days. According to this numerical, occupancy during the season is 80%, while in the off season it is only 40% occupied. Okay, so you can say that the consumers are 80% present in the on season and the status of off season is only 40%. Expenses, staff salary excluding the room attendants, okay, they are providing 2,75,000. We don't have to take the room attendant salary, we will compute it later. Then the repairs to building is 1,30,000. Okay, so T2 expenses for staff salary 2,75,000, where we have to exclude the room attendants. Repairs to building is rupees 1,30,000. Next is laundry, rupees 40,000. Interior decoration is rupees 87,500. Sundry expenses is 95,400. Annual depreciation is to be provided for building at 5%. Okay, so the building is the matter of annual depreciation and the rate is 5%. And on furniture and equipment, the depreciation rate is 15%. And the method that is opt for the depreciation is known as the straight line basis. Here, as I say, that the staff is getting the remuneration excluding the room attendant. Here this room attendants clause is given. Room attendants are paid ₹5 per room day on the basis of occupancy of the rooms in a month. Okay, so here the room attendants are getting ₹5 per room day, and that is also on a monthly basis. Fifth point is monthly lighting charges are ₹120 per room except in 4 months in winter when it is ₹30 per room. Okay, monthly charges are 120, but in the winter time it is chargeable at the rate of ₹30 per room. In this cost is on the basis of full occupancy of a month. Next, total investment in the home is ₹100 lakh, of which ₹80 lakh relates to building and balance for future and equipment. Okay, total investment is 100 lakh, and out of this 100 lakh, 80 lakh is related with building and balance for furniture and equipment. You are required to work out the room rent chargeable per day both during the season and the off season months on the basis of the foregoing information. So these data are related with the remuneration with some fixed, variable and semi-variable expenses. So according to the given information, we have to prepare the cost sheet, and this cost sheet is related with operating cost system. Okay, let's do the calculation, students. Before preparing statement of the estimated cost is, some working notes will be required. First one is for computation of estimated cost for the year ending 31st March 2019. Here we will take the particulars and amount one by one. Well, salary, that is already given. We don't have to make any changes. 2,75,000. Repairs, as it is, we have to copy. That is ₹1,30,000. Laundry, 40,000. And interior decoration, ₹87,500. Okay, so here we have taken all the 4 particulars and the amount as it is, and we didn't compute anything. Now, the next item is related with depreciation. As the question says, the depreciation is to be provided for building at 5%. Okay, so 5% and 80 lakh. As you can see in here, it was clearly given that 80 lakh relate to building. Okay, so we will charge 5% or ₹80 lakh, that means 4 lakh. Okay, now depreciation 15%, here it is given 15% on straight line basis, and that is on furniture and equipment. Here again it is already given 100 lakh is the total investment, of which 80 lakh relate to building. So what we have to do, 100 lakh minus 20 lakhs. Okay, 100 lakhs minus 80 lakhs, which were used for the building. So 20 lakhs is remaining for the, which is this 20 lakh is for furniture and equipment. So now 100 minus 80 lakhs equals to 20 lakhs. Now we will charge this 15% on furniture and equipment, that means on 20 lakh. So what we got, 3 lakh. Now this, the total of both depreciation, here the answer is coming 7 lakh. Other expenses is given the sundry expenses, here 95,400. So you will enter it here 95,400 other expenses. So here what you have to do, total cost, and the total cost is coming 13,28,400. Okay, now these are the charges. We have to estimate the cost, and we have to take the particulars relating salary, repairs, laundry, interior decoration and depreciation. Now the next thing in the hotel industry comes, and we give the heading number of rooms in a year. Okay, but we have to see how many rooms were occupied in a year. So occupancy during season for 6 months. Okay, and we have to make off seasons occupancy for 6 months. So here occupancy during season for 6 months is at the rate of 80%. Simply we have to take the total rooms, they were for 50. Okay, 0.80 is the percentage. That was 80. So 80 divided by 100, 0.80 into months, because off season season months are 6 and days in a month I have to take 30. Okay, rooms into percentage into months into total days. So here it comes 7,200. Another condition is for off season occupancy. Well, in the case of off season occupancy, again the months are given 6 months and the rate is given 40%. Okay, so here total rooms in the lodge are 50. The percentage is 40. So simply 40 upon 100 equals to 0.4. 6 are the total months that are related with off season and 30 are the days. Here it comes 3,600. So finally total number of days during a year we got 7,200 plus 3,600. So it comes 10,800. Clear? Now the third, the C1 is for the attendant's salary, because if we study the question very carefully, students, the staff salary was 2,75,000, but we have to exclude the room attendants. Room attendants, they were paying ₹5 per room day on the basis of occupancy of the room in a month. Okay, let's do the treatment. Attendant salary for 10,800 days. Now, what are these 10,800 days? The total days, number of total days in a year. Okay, that means we have to calculate their salary from total days. Okay, that is 10,800 days and the rate was ₹5 per day. Okay, so here we get ₹54,000. Okay, total days at the rate of ₹5 per day. Now light charges. Light charges, because light charges, again in the question it was clearly given that the monthly lighting charges are ₹120 per room except in 4 months. Okay, so 4 months except the 4 months, that means what we have to do, total months are 12 and 4 months will be minus, that means we have to compute the light charges for 8 months. Light charges for 8 months and the rate was given ₹120 per month. So simply ₹120 upon 30. Okay, that will decide ₹4 per room day. Okay, ₹120, that are the light charges, and upon 30 are total days in a month. Okay, so here we get ₹4 per room day. Next is light charges for 4 months. Okay, 4 months, here the charges are ₹30 per month. That means 30 rupees upon 30. That in the case of off season, the hotel is charging ₹1 per room day. Okay, as you can see in the question. Monthly charges ₹120 we have taken. We have minus the 4 months in the winter time, and we have charged ₹30 per room in the cost on the basis of full occupancy of a month. Okay, here it is. During off season and during the on season we have charged. So during season at ₹4 for 1,200 days equals to ₹28,800. Here what we have taken, we have taken number of rooms day, that was 1,200 in a year. Okay, and there what we have to do is multiply by 4. These are the total lighting charges, ₹28,800. During off seasons, because off season we are having only 2 months and the rate is for rupees at the rate of ₹4. And now these are 1,200 days, the total days 1,200. So here months, 2 months, the lighting charges for 2 off seasons upon 6 are the total half months. Okay, and 3,600 is the 1,200, the rate 1,200 into 3,600. So it is coming during off season, the answer is coming ₹4,800. Now during 4 months of winter, now the charges are given at the rate of ₹1 for 2,400 days. Okay, now 2,400, again these 4 are the winter duration 4, and we have to compute it half. Okay, half means 6 months into 3600, that is the charges. Okay, that is coming rupees 2400. So total lightning charges are coming rupees 36,000. Okay, we have to add all these things. In this question, in this point students, in this monthly lightning we have to see the charges, okay, the months in winter, and we have to see the rate, that is rupees 30, and also we have to be carefully on the basis of full occupancy for a month. So here we have taken total lightning charges, where we have divided it into 3 parts: during season, during off seasons, and during 4 months of winter. Then we got the total lightning charges 36,000. Next is note, it is given the example that during 4 months of winter the lightning is rupees 30 per room, which is 1/4 of the lightning charges during the remaining period of the year. Hence the rate of the room a day, which is rupees 4, will also be 1/4 of the for winter period. Okay, 4 months for the winter period, charges are rupees 30, so we are treating it as the lighting charges are 1/4. Okay, and in the case of remaining period, we are taking the room day rupees 4 as 1/4 for the winter period, so it is taken as rupees 1 per day. This note is regarding this treat. Okay, now after all these treatments, let us make the particulars and amount. Expenses as shown in A above, okay, that was coming 30,28,400. Okay, this one where we have taken the cost estimations, we have taken the total cost is, that was coming 13,28,400. Attendant salary as shown in C above 54,000. Okay, where we have treated the attendance salary and we got the total of B, that was coming, the answer was coming 54,000, and lightning charges as shown in D, that was 36,000. So we have to add all the three things, and this is the total cost 14,18,400. Okay, so now after doing the calculation, the statement of total estimated cost says computation of total full room days during season is 7,200, off season 1,800, equivalent to 50% rate of 3,600 days, which we have taken as the total days. Total full room days are 9,000, and computation of room rate was cost per room day. Here rupees 14,18,400 would be divided by 9,000, that means rupees 157.60. okay, this 14,800, what is this students? This is the total cost. Okay, and which would be divided by this 9,000, which is the total full room day, total full room days. Okay, it is coming rupees 157.60. Now what we have to do, add profit margin at 20% of rent or 25% of cost. Okay, that is given in the question. We have to add profit margin at 20% or 25% of cost, that is coming rupees 39.40. so the room rent is coming rupees 197. Thus during season we have to charge rupees 197 is to be charged, while in the off season the room rent of rupees 98.50 to be charged. Okay, season we have computed it as 197, and during the off season the answer is coming 98.50, which we computed in our previous portion. Okay.